Good morning, dear students. Hope all of you are fine at home. Let's start the IT class. Students, today I am going to continue the chapter 6, formatting a document. This is the part 6 video tutorial of unit 3rd, digital documentation. Now the next topic is page break. What is page break? Page break allows you to insert a break in the page and moves the cursor on the new page. How we can insert a page break? First of all, we have to position the cursor in the document where you want to insert a page break. And then select the insert tab and click onto the page break option in the pages group. Now let's have a look how we can do it or apply it in MS Word document. First of all, we have to position the cursor. I am placing the cursor here, positioning the cursor in our document. Right, then select the insert tab. Go to the insert tab and click onto the page break option from the pages group. This is pages group and select page break option. Now the text from the after the API link, it will be shifted to the next page, means at the top of the next page automatically. This is the first method. Now second method to insert the page break is click onto the page layout tab and from the page setup group select the drop down arrow of the breaks option and then select page option. Click on page option. Now the text will be shifted to the next page. Now third method to insert a page break is by pressing the shortcut key. Shortcut key to insert a page break is Ctrl plus Enter. Now I am pressing the Ctrl plus Enter key. In that way we can insert the page break option. Right, students? Next topic is header and footer. What is a header and footer? Header and footer are the identifiers that run across the top and bottom of the document respectively. Header runs at the top of the document and footer runs at the bottom of the document. Header and footer includes like page number, date, title of a book or chapter, author's name, slideshow theme, etc. Now let's have a look how we can apply the header and footer in our document. First of all, click onto the Insert tab. Select the Insert tab and then from the header and footer group, this is the header and footer group, select header option. Click onto the drop down arrow of the header option and then select edit header. Right, this is the header section. On the top of the page you will find the header box. This is the header box. Right, now after applying the header or footer, a new tab will be displayed and the name of the tab is Design tab. It will be displayed or appears on the ribbon. Right, students? Then under the Design tab, this is the header and footer group. Just select the header option, click onto the drop down arrow of the header option and then select any predefined headers from here. Suppose I am selecting this one, blank 3 columns header option. Now I want to insert here, suppose typing here IT, name of the subject, and here chapter 6. And if you want to insert the date or time, you can also insert the date and time in the header area. How we can insert the date and time? Just see, go to the Insert group. Under the Design tab, this is the Insert group and then click onto the date and time option feature. These are the available formats related to date and time. Select anyone. Suppose I am selecting this one, Monday, August 3, 2020, this date, and then click on OK. In that way we can insert the date and time, date also in the header area. Now footer, how we can insert the footer? Again click onto the Insert tab. This is the header and footer group. Click on, select the drop down arrow of the footer option and then select edit footer. At the top of bottom of the document, this is the footer area. Right, students? Now again design tab will be appears. Go to the header and footer group and then select drop down arrow of footer option and then select any footer, the footer which you want to apply in your document. Suppose I want to apply this one. Here is the type text and page 1. In that way we can apply the footer, and I am writing here Nitin Garg. So this is the footer area and this is the header area at the top of the page. Right students, this is page 1 of our document. Drop down, this is page 2, this is page 3. In that, number of pages will be displayed automatically in your document in the footer area. So in that way we can apply the header and footer. If you want to close header and footer, then click on to the close header and footer button on the design tab. This is the design tab and this is the close header and footer button. Now the header and footer options will be closed, but it will be displayed. This is the header area and this is footer area, right? But if you want to activate the header and footer area, then double click onto the header area. In that way header and footer will be activated, right? But if you want to deactivate the header and footer area, just double click inside the document, inside the work area. This is work area, this is document area. Just double click inside the document area, then the header and footer area will be deactivated. When it is deactivated, you cannot make any changes in your header and footer area, but when it is activated, in that area you can make any changes. In header and footer area you can make any changes. Now next is how you can remove the header and footer. We can also remove the header and footer from our document. Just select the remove header, remove footer options from the drop down arrow in the design tab. Design tab, header and footer groups. Click onto the drop down arrow of the header option and then select remove header, and then click onto the drop down arrow of the footer option and then select remove footer, right? Then header and footer option will be removed in that way from the document. Next topic is applying page border. How we can apply the page border? To apply the page borders, just we have to follow the steps. Click onto the page layout tab. This is the page layout tab, and then from the page background group, this is page background group, select page borders option. Now this is the border and shading dialog box will be displayed. By default page border tab is selected. Now you can select any border style from the settings option. This is the settings option. Under the setting options you can select any style. Suppose I am selecting here box option, and then you can select any style, line style of your page, right? In that way, then select any color, line color you can select any one. I am selecting this one, blue color. This is the width of the line, this one, and apply to this section or whole document. I want to apply the page border onto the whole document and then click on OK. In that way the page border will be applied on all the pages of our document, right? But in place of border, if you want to apply any art, then just click onto the any page option, page border option, line style, color, width, and then select any art. You can select any art from here. Suppose I am selecting this one is star art and then click on OK. In that way we can apply the star or any type of art option, predefined options, art options from the page borders and shading dialog box. In that way we can apply the borders, right student? Next, applying shading on a page. How we can apply the shading on a page means on a text. First of all we have to select the text, right? I am selecting this text, and then in the borders and shading dialog box click on shading tab. page border option. This is the borders and shading dialog box. Select shading tab. From here you will find the fill option. Select any type of color, any color from here. Now I am selecting light blue color, right? And then select any pattern, any style from the patterns. You can select the percentage according to the pattern, or you can select these type of patterns. These are the predefined patterns. You can select any pattern from here. Suppose I am selecting this one and then apply to text or paragraph. Select apply to text and then click on OK. In that way we can apply the shading option on a text, right students? Next topic is dividing the page into columns. How we can divide a page into columns? First of all, what is a column? Columns feature allows you to divide the page vertically into 2 or more columns. Means you can divide your page vertically into 2 or more columns, right? How we can do this? Open any document, MS Word document. Suppose I have opened this one, right? Or I want to open this document. This is the pre-created document which I have already created in MS Word, right? First of all, click onto the page layout tab. Select the page layout tab to apply the columns. Or to divide your document into columns. Page layout tab, and then click onto the columns option from the page setup group. This is the page setup group. Click onto the drop down arrow of the columns option and then select 2, 3, left, right or more columns. Now I am selecting here 2. So in that way our document will be divided into 2 columns, right students? First of all, the left side column will be completed. When the left side column will be full, then it starts at the top of the second column. From here you can start from the second column, right? So in that way we can apply the columns option, right? Or if you want to apply more columns, then click onto the drop down arrow of the column and then select more columns option, right? This is the columns dialog box. 1, 2, 3, left, right, how many columns you want, or enter the number of columns here. 2, 3, 4. This is the preview of your document. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, 4 columns, 3 columns. These are the 3 columns. Then your document will be divided into 3 columns. In that way we can divide our document into 2 or more columns. Next topic is inserting shapes. How we can insert shapes in our document? What is shapes? Shapes is a drawing feature that helps you to draw different shapes like stars, panels, callouts, connectors, etc. To insert a shape, just click onto the Insert tab. Right. This is the blank page of the document. To insert a page, just click onto the Insert tab and then from the Illustrations group, click onto the drop down arrow of the Shapes button and then select any shapes. These are the pre-designed shapes. Recently used shapes, lines shapes, basics shapes. These are the block arrows shapes, flowchart shapes, callout shapes, stars and banners. Then you can select any shape and you can draw the shape. Suppose I am selecting here this one shape, stars and banners shape, this one, and then the pointer changes to the plus symbol, crosshair symbol. Just you have to drag the pointer into the working area to draw the shape, right? The format tab automatically appears on the ribbon when you insert the shape. The shape is inserted and this is the format tab. It will be automatically inserted on the ribbon when we insert any shape. Select any shape style from the displayed list. From the shapes style under the format tab, you can select any style from here. Suppose I am selecting this one. In that way we can select any style from the displayed list, or if you want to make a outline of the shape, then you can select any outline color, right? In that way. Now the next topic is inserting images. Images or pictures can be inserted from a variety of sources. We can insert the images which are stored in our computer, or we can download the images from the internet also and insert that downloaded images in our document. Most common types of images are such as GIF images, graphics interchange format, JPEG, JPG, PNG or BMP, bitmap images. Just have a look how we can insert the images in our document. Just click on to the insert tab and then select the pictures button from the illustrations group. This is the illustrations group. Click on to the picture buttons. This is the insert picture dialog box will be displayed. Then you have to browse the picture you wish to insert. Where the picture is stored in your computer, desktop or laptop. Just select that drive, C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, or in the desktop or pictures folder. I am selecting here pictures folder and then select sample pictures and then select any shape. I am selecting this one and then click on insert button. In that way we can insert the picture in our document. You can resize the picture also by clicking onto the corner handles. In that way we can resize the picture, image or shape, or we can also rotate the picture, image or shape from the this one rotation handle. This is the rotation handle. We can rotate our image in anti-clockwise or in clockwise direction. In any direction we can rotate our picture, or also we can rotate the shape in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction by this rotation handle. Right, students? So that's it for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.